This tutorial will be about the animation tool called Stykz. It is a free program and it is multi-platform, meaning it will work in Windows or for Apple. Now this first screen that we're looking at here, we have a section for getting started. We have some tutorials here, and these can be looked at if you are new to the program. Also over here we have a create new document section and then an open recent document section. We're going to start with the create new document section and start with default document. Now once we click on that, it'll bring us to this screen and we will start to begin our animation. Now if we want to have the background be filled, we can say show backdrop and it'll give us a color backdrop, and then we will not see our desktop, which could be distracting. So we're going to do it with a blue backdrop here. Alright, so to begin we have our stick figure here, and we're going to make him wave. So you have all these little red dots here that we can grab and move. So we can grab this and do his head, or we can grab here to move an elbow. We can grab here to move a foot, or we can move it at the knee. Or if we want to move him on the screen, we can grab the yellow here in the middle and we can move him around. We're going to put him here in the center, and we are going to grab his hand and actually we're going to start with an original picture here. So down here where it says new frame, I'm going to click this a few times to get us started. Now then I'm going to move his hand up slightly. Now notice it has a shadow here. This is called onion skinning, and it'll show the original move compared to the move that we're making. So now I'm going to hit new frame. So I'm going to click it a few times. Now the reason why I'm clicking it more than once is because the more you click it, the more smoother it'll look. So I'm going to move his hand up again a little bit more. Click it several times. Move it up a little bit more. Click it several times. Move it up a little bit more. And click it again. And click it again. Now at this point I want to bring his hand down. So I'm going to start bringing it down and go through the same process. Bring it down, click several times, bring it down, click several times, bring it down again, click several times, and then one more time. It should be at about our original position. Click several times. Now at this point we can hit play and see what happens, and we see that the arm is moving up and down. Now if we want to see that happen over and over, we can hit loop, and when we hit play it'll go back and forth as if he's moving his arm back and forth and waving at us. Now at this point we can continue on and maybe make his other arm do the same thing. So we'll click that, move it up again, click that, move it up again, several times on the new frame button, maybe just up a little bit more. And as I said, the more you click this, the more smoother it'll look, and the shorter movements that you make, the more smoother it'll look. Just depends on how complex you want to make this. And for some reason I grabbed his hand there. Let's get that back. Okay. Bring it down here. Click several times. Move it again. Click several times. Move it again. And then one more to his original position. And click several times. Now when I hit play, he should move his left arm up and down, and then he'll move his right arm up and down. Now since this is just a simple animation, at this point I'm going to show you how to save it. Now of course you can grab his elbows, his head, his knees, and make him do all kinds of different things. You can make him jump in the air, you can make him kick things, you can bring in other objects. But for this tutorial we're just going to do a very simple animation. So at this point we have him, he has moved both hands up and down. So we are going to save it. So we're going to go to File, and we are going to first of all save the um, animation. So it saves it as a .stykz um, file, and we're going to name it test. And it's going to go into a folder called animations. So save. Now at this point you can, when we get out of this program, we could bring that back up and we could add to it if we wanted to. But if we like what we've done and we want to create a standalone program for it, we can go to File and we can export it. So we're going to click Export Animation. Brings up the screen. Again, it's going to be called Test, but this time we're going to create it as a .mov. So when I hit Save, it's going to ask if we want to compress, what our frame rate wants to be, if we want to resize it. I'm just going to leave this all at default and hit Export. Now, once it exports, it's going to say Prep and Animation for Export. It's going through and it's putting all the movements together so that when we click play on it, it will show as one full video. Since that save was taking a little while, I skipped forward here, and it is now gives us this message that says export completed successfully. So when I hit OK, I can go down and open up my animations folder, and in here I have a file called test.stykz, which is the project, and then here test.mov, which is the exported file. So when I click on it, and it'll convert, I'll make this full screen, and when I hit play, then our stick man will raise his left hand, and then he will raise his right hand. Now when we're done with that, we can hit exit, and it'll ask us if we want to save that converted file, and we can just say yes. It'll put in that animation folder, and then we are done with our animation. Now, as I stated earlier, that is a very simple animation that we created. You can be as complex as you want this to be. You can make it as smooth as you want it to be. You can make short videos or long videos. So it's just the fun of animation. So enjoy and create some awesome Stykz projects.